Hi, everybody. Mischa here with Word of the Day. And I like to end the week on a really positive note with a beautiful word. And here it is, murmuration. What does this noun, murmuration, refer to? It refers to something that starlings are very famous for. That's a bird, and they will swoop and dive and pivot and really create poetry in the sky with their movements, and it's all in unison, and it's very mysterious why it works that way. But the sound of the flapping of their wings is murmuration. That's what it is. Now, where does it come from? It comes from Latin meaning to murmur. And when it comes into English in 1382, it comes in John Wycliffe's Bible. Now, there he uses murmuration to refer to the sound of rain. He says the murmuration of rain. And that is absolutely fine. That works, no problem. We can still do it that way. But today it's almost exclusively about those birds. And in 1482, 100 years later, in a book called the Book of St. Albans, which is a book about venery, it's about hunting. This is where we see murmuration in connection with those starlings and with birds, and it's been that way ever since. Now, how can we use murmuration in a sentence? It ain't hard, you guys. It ain't hard. How about this? When in the wintertime is when you see starlings nest in large numbers, thousands of birds, and that is when you can really experience murmuration and hear the batting of those wings. Or how about this? This is my personal sentence, because I gotta have one. The mystery of how these starlings do this, or how a pod of whales knows what to do, or a school of fish, how they move in unison like that, has been a matter of a lot of scientific speculation. And I think there's a biologist who may have the answer. His name is Rupert Sheldrake, and what he says is, look, the human body doesn't end at the skin, and those birds don't end at their wings. We emit a morphic field that connects us to everything. We've got electrical fields, we've got magnetic fields, we've got electromagnetic fields, we've got morphic fields. And this actually explains not only murmuration, it explains how your mom knows you're in trouble when you haven't called her yet. Okay, you guys, it's a terrific word, and please put your examples in the comments below and get bold there. Turn it into a verb, murmurating. I kind of like that. All right, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Hi, guys. Listen, if you're going to buy a book or books, I know sometimes it's hard to beat the convenience of the big boys, but let's support independent booksellers as much as we can. If you're going to buy a book like this one, right? The Sense of Being Stared At by Rupert Sheldrake, amazing. And go to bookshop.org/word of the day. The link is up in my profile or below.